Now we will get started with Jupyter Notebook. Click on the launch button for Jupyter Notebook. This is going to open the Jupyter in the browser. Jupyter Notebook is kind of an interactive computing environment which allows us to create and share documents that contain code, mathematical equation, any visualizations, and narrative text. Now we will look into the user interface which will help us to get familiar with this tool and also will allows us to perform various operations very easily. So before starting that, let's first create a folder. So I'm going to click on this new button, click on this folder. Okay, so we can see an untitled folder is being created. Select this untitled folder, scroll up, click on the rename button. Now we are going to rename this as Python tutorial. Click on rename button. So we can see our folder Python tutorial is being created. Now we are going to click on this Python tutorial. So we are inside this folder of Python tutorial. Now inside this, we are going to create a new Python 3 kernel. How we are going to do that? Click on this new button, select Python 3 kernel. So a new tab is going to open. Okay, so this is our new Python 3 kernel. We can see here it's written, it has no name. It is being called as untitled. So click on this one. We can see Jupyter introduction or intro. We can rename it. So we can see that now the name of this file is being changed to Jupyter intro. Now, before starting this, let's go step by step about this UI. So the first thing here we can see is that there is a kind of a menu bar. So this is located at the top of the notebook interface and can help us in creating a new notebook. It can help us in open any particular notebook. It can help us in making a copy. We can save it. We can download it in a different format, as well as if we want to view it, we can insert any cell which is above or which can be down. We can also restart the kernel. Our kernel is basically the computational engine which is going to run our code. So this is the top is called as the menu bar. Now after this, we have below the menu bar, we have the toolbar. So this toolbar is going to help us in those commands which are most frequently used. For example, if we want to save our kernel, so we can just click on this save, or we can also use Control S. Suppose if you want to add a new cell below, so we just click on this one, so you can see a new cell is being added. If you want to delete any cell, so we can just click on this cross button, so that particular cell will be deleted. If you want to create more, we can. If you want to move any particular cell, we can just say move up, move down. So this way we can change the position of the cells. If you want to run a particular cell, we can just click on this one and we can just run it. If you want to stop it, we can interrupt the kernel using this stop button. We can restart the kernel. So what will happen? All code will start from the beginning. Okay, and then we have the other option of restarting the whole notebook. Now the next thing is, this was about the toolbar. The next thing is the notebook area. This entire area is called as the notebook area, which contains different cells. These cells may be in the form of a code cell, or it can be in the form of a markdown cell. Now, when I say code cell, which means that where we can enter the code. Like for example, just we will add, say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So now how we are going to execute this 2 plus 2? Okay, you just need to do shift and enter. So when you do shift and enter, what will happen? It is going to give you the output like this. This is the output area, and it's going to automatically change the position of the control to the next cell. Here you just say print hello world and just say shift enter. You can also do control enter. Now when I do control enter, what will happen? The code will be executed, the output will be shown, but there will be no new cells which will be created. So let's see, we can say we can say like 6/3, sorry, 6/3, and when we do control enter, it's going to give us 2.0. But we have seen that there's no additional cell created. We can add a new cell from this, okay, and then we can do the execution. Then we have this kernel cell. This kernel section is very much important. If we want to interrupt any kind of execution, we can do that. If we want to restart, we can do that. If we want to restart, clear all the outputs which is already been present, we can do that. So this way we can play around with this Jupyter notebook.